Why Jesus strikes again.
I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. In all of human history, nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago.
So these are the dangers of hegemony, right? Story of the Tower of Babel. And the story of the Tower of Babel is about hegemony and about a lack of curiosity and a lack of willingness to learn. And so what happens when you are in homogenous communities is that you don't know, your frame of reference is so small for reality. It would be like being a fish inside of a fishbowl in the middle of the ocean saying that this is all there is. That's what homogeny is. And what's happening here, to say that this has never been heard of, is absolutely ridiculous.
States, the indigenous Americans recognized two-spirit, people who were more allied with the masculine or the feminine side and crossed over, or usually considered spiritually beyond regular people.
They venerate, they honor identities that are non-binary because they see them as a go-between between these two different types of realms, between the spiritual realm and the earthly realm, that people who have an experience of not this or that, right? Not or, but and, not this or that, but something else altogether. People saw that as a special insight into God, into divinity, into reality. They honored this in other cultures. So to say that God created male and female, the male and female there is just to say that there is a difference. We need to have something different to reflect us back to ourselves. You can't see yourself unless you look in a mirror. So when you have difference, you don't have to attach value to the difference. You can just honor it for what it is and for what it tells you about yourself. We actualize and build identity and a sense of self based on our surroundings. We have to compare ourselves, but it doesn't mean we have to place value on the difference and say that one is better than the other. It can be community. It doesn't have to be competition. That's what's happening between Cain and Abel, is that someone is attaching value to difference and they're assuming something about God that isn't true of God. So you come to something like this. We're only going to have this identity or that identity. It's just not true. There are literally intersex people who live and move, who have genitalia, who have chromosomal makeups that are completely not one thing or another. It's so there's a whole group of people in this phrase that is being completely eradicated. Imagine that. You got to listen to what he's saying, that anyone who doesn't fit this binary is not recognized by the state.
I'm so tired of this shit. Why Jesus strikes again.